Hello Airsoft friends, and welcome to this video today, where today I'm going to be doing some customization. Yes, the magical word, there's customization, which I talk about in some recent videos, where I feel like it's very important for people to customize their own kit to make it work for them. And that's something which I'm going to be doing today. Hooray! It's a bit of an experiment. I don't know if it's going to work or not, so join me for the ride and let's see what happens. The customization journey we're going to be going on today is eye protection related, and I know that can be a little bit of a scary thing sometimes. I know my one of my previous videos where I went through my head unit, people were concerned about the fact that I'd cut the eye pro up to put cable ties through it and whatnot. Don't you worry, it's okay, it's safe. I test shot it, it's fine, it's okay. I do get it is a bit of an older bit of eye pro, so it does look quite sketchy, but if it wasn't safe, I wouldn't use it. I expect, in the near future, I will rebuild a new one, but for now, I'm gonna leave it as is. Trust me, it is safe, it's okay. I do regularly make sure that my eye pro is fine, so yeah, but I appreciate the concern, genuinely. It does mean a lot. I love the fact that you guys want to make sure that I can see all of your beautiful faces when I come and play Airsoft with you. But today we're doing a different type of eye pro setup protection type thing because of a game day that I've got coming up. Essentially, I'm playing Airsoft at a new site called Echelon Airsoft, which I actually did a video showing you before. It's a new Airsoft site set inside of Debenhams, which is closed down, and they have a rule which I've never come across at an Airsoft site before. However, for my friends across the pond, and I think in Ireland as well, is going to be something which you guys are very familiar with. So potentially, this could be something good for you if this works. And that rule is that no mesh eye protection is allowed to be worn. Now, this is something which is new to me, and it's something which it's a bit of a pain because I fog up everything that I put on my face. Like there's no eye protection that I've had that has not fogged up. I've tried dye masks, i4s and i5s. I've tried like every type of wipe that I can find. Literally anything, as soon as I put it on my face, it starts to fog up, which is why I'm trying to come up with a solution to this, and I think I may have one. Now, I have shown these off previously before. I have done a video on these specifically, but these are my Hero Shark eye protection thingies, eye pro bits, which you see. They are mesh. They got a little thingy on the end there, so when I put it on, they stay on my head just like so. I look a lot less cooler without my hat on, so I'm going to put that back on there. These are my my mesh eye protection, and they're the most open mesh that I have. I believe they're 60% open in terms of the meshing, and these are very casual, nice, good eye protections that I have. But because they're mesh, I'm not going to be allowed to use them at Echelon Airsoft when we're playing, because I guess because it's CQB, even though it's single shot only, they are concerned about eye protection and mesh at close range being a concern. Personally, I don't think that is something which they need to be too worried about, but it's their site, it's their rules, so we respect it, and we do what we can to follow those rules, because without the rules, what are we? We're animals. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. At time of this video, I have asked them if mesh would be okay. I haven't heard back yet, so if I have heard back from them, I will put a comment in the comments, and I will pin it to the top, letting you know if my request for mesh eye pro was okay or not okay. So yeah, keep an eye, have a look at the comments and see. And while you're there, why not leave a comment as well? Let me know your thoughts on mesh eye protection. Yeah. So what my plan is to do is to combine my Hero Shark eye pro with some plastics that I have, some goggly type things which I have from before, and they are these eye pros here, as you can see. Now these are a cheap pair of eye pro that I got from B&Q, because I did a video ages ago where I bought loads of different cheap eye protections from B&Q because I wanted to test them. I wanted to see how good they were and if they were actually any decent for Airsoft, and I was very surprised. Like, all of them managed to get through the test, although one of them, like the kind of like plastic insert bit for the lens, did bend in quite a lot. So that wouldn't be something that I would recommend. Instead, I'd cut that lens up and used it as a protection for my GoPro lens instead. So yeah, that was cool. But these are all super cheap. They're only like a few quid from B&Q. And what my plan to do is to take this one-piece lens here, take the arms off, cut these little side bits off here, and then mount this. So I have this, so I can use a single cable tie on the nose here to mount those lenses, to my Hero Shark Eye Pro. I'm thinking this is going to be good because these lenses aren't going to be touching my face, so they're not going to fog up from the heat from my face. And, you know, because they're like so far away from my eyes, hopefully everything will be okay. And my eyes are still going to be completely protected because these Eye Pro here, the frames around them are fully covering up my eyes. So if I did get hit anywhere, I would be okay. And it's essentially just going to be a little plastic lens cover that I can cable tie on top of these my Hero Shark glasses if I need to use plastics at a site. And hey, if it goes well, there's room for me to actually use these much more often, because I would much prefer to run wearing plastics, but I just fog them up the entire time, and it's incredibly frustrating. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. Even now, I can see my vision is starting to get a little bit blurry. Look at that. There's already wetness on the lenses, just like so. Like maybe if I wipe it down, yeah. Oh my days! Literally just putting them on for that amount of time, and I started to make them wet and fog them up. I'm not even doing anything. I'm just sat here, so you can imagine what it's like when I'm playing Airsoft. I'm running around, and then straight away my eye protection fogs up. It's just not the business. It makes me so sad, and it's doing it again. Look at that! It's insane, insane. So yeah, that's our plan for what we're gonna do today. And there, I think we have it. So as you can see, I've cut both the arms off. I was going to take the screws out, but then I realised that I don't really need to waste that time because I'm not going to be using those hinges for anything anyway. So I just cut those straight off there, I cut the little nose bits down as well because they were bumping out and then actually pressing into this point on the Face Pro, which didn't mean it sat, you know, as flush as I would like it to. And I also cut out this little notch here on the nosy kind of area. And the reason being is that the way I'm going to attach these is via cable tie. So I needed a little channel. So when I put that on there, the cable tie will actually come down and hold it more where I want it to go. So it is time for me to put a cable tie on and see how the test fit goes. I'm actually super hyped for this because this could actually be a pair of plastics which I can wear when I play Airsoft. And if this does work, then I will actually be super over the moon about that. And now, I'm actually really a lot more excited about this than I thought I was going to be. Look at that, boom! Mesh and plastic eye protection. Now, all I need to do is hope that they don't fog up. So I'm going to carry on wearing them and see if any fogging does happen. They're a lot shinier than I would like them to be. So maybe I can look around and see if there is other kind of like eye pros I can find which, you know, are a single piece and are less shiny. Because if I'm, you know, trying to be all tactical and stuff, and then I've got, you know, shiny face McGee over here, I may be able to be easily seen. But at the minute anyway, it seems to be working okay. I've got the mesh going quite well. I have realised that I could potentially just buy these Boller frames, take the inner lenses out, and then mount these, you know, do exactly what I've done with these, just kind of like cable tie another set of these to the outside, and then I don't have to worry about, you know, my mesh underneath as well, reducing the amount of light that goes to my eyes, because it is darker. It is noticeably darker when I go like this and look out of them. But yeah, look at that. My eyes are safe with plastics. If I was the site owner, I would allow this because I've got both mesh and plastics on. And yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. Again, apart from that, you know, it's super reflective though, which is a pain. Like, you're going to see me from like a mile off. So it's not exactly the most tactical thing. But hey, let me know in the comments. Do you think I look cool? Do you think this looks good? Do you think this is something that you would play Airsoft? You would wear while playing Airsoft in order to be safe and whatnot? I would. I really hope that they don't. I mean, at the minute they haven't fogged up, and I can still see like perfectly fine. I think before I cable tie these on, I'll probably, you know, give them a proper clean, proper wipe down. Use those what are they called? Like, I've got the cool wipes that smell like dental adhesive. I've got those, so I'll wipe the lenses down both sides with those, like a fresh cloth for each side. Hopefully that means it will like last for a while, and then I can rock them. But you know what? I can actually feel when I go like that and put this back on my face, I can feel that my I am putting wetness onto the back of the Eye Pro frames, but they seem to be, like, I can still see at the minute, which, you know, before when I showed you, they did start to get wet and fog very, very quickly, whereas these ones haven't. So, yeah, that is very cool. More testing is required. However, I'm happy to, you know, see if I can actually rock these at Echelon, and hopefully everything will be okay. But once again, check out the comments below, because I'll pin one if they do reply and let me know if mesh are okay. But if they're not, then I hope that these will be fine, because these are like probably the safest eye protection that you can ever have, because it's both. It's mesh and plastics. Oh baby, oh baby, look at that. I'm like the Terminator. You can't even see my eyes. Look at that. Dun 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 dun. And with that being dun, thank you very much for watching. Huge shout out to all of my patrons. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. You're amazing. Here's all their names. Look how cool their names are. Very cool people. Very wonderful people. Thank you all very much. I appreciate each and every one of you much more than you will ever know. Also, big shout out to the Discord community. Thank you all. You are great. Discord is great. Make some Airsoft friends. Join the Discord. It's free. Just click the link below and yeah, enjoy being now friends with like over 500 people. There's loads of people on the Discord. It's cray in there. And Project Airsoft as well. Check out Project Airsoft. We still have the Balls discount. So yeah, check out the BBs on there. 10% off. Use code BALLS. And yeah, you can enjoy my balls when you're playing Airsoft. Hooray. Yes. Ooh. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. Remember to call your hits. And I'll see you in the next one. After credit special. I've just taken them off after about another 10 minutes of wearing. You can see I'm kind of like sweaty up here. I don't know why. I just get really warm when I'm wearing stuff on my face. Look how like my eyes even feel wet around here. And there is zero wetness on the lenses on either side, front or back. And I think maybe it's because there's a lot of like air gap. You can see that on the top and bottom. There's a lot of air gap there for the lens. So they're very free floating. On this iPro, you see that it's very free floating. But again, remember, that's okay because it's safe, because my eyes are fully protected all the way around by these hard plastic frames. I've got the mesh in the middle as well, and these are purely just like on top of or covering the mesh protection there. So you know what? Holy Jesus! I think we have just invented something. Look at that! Boom! Coming to an internet store near you. Probably not, but isn't that cool? Look at that. Sick.